What's up, everyone? Mr. NoobTube Gamer. Today we're playing Killing Floor 1 in 2024. 15 years later, this game was huge back in its day. Back in 2009, 2010, everyone with a gaming PC was playing this shit. It was very popular, and for a good reason, because it's a really kick-ass game. One of the best zombie co-op games that has ever come out. And this era was the peak of zombie survival games, because just a few months before this game came out, we had World at War, which was huge with zombies. That was the start of Call of Duty Zombies. And also Left 4 Dead 2 came out around the same time as Killing Floor. So yeah, that was like the golden era of zombie co-op. And the way this is structured, it's a lot different from Left 4 Dead and Call of Duty, because with Call of Duty it's pretty much endless round. You know, you can go up to however many rounds it is. It could be 100, 200, 300. Basically, until you die is when the game ends. Left 4 Dead's levels are more structured as story mode campaign missions, while Killing Floor has 10 rounds during each level that has an 11th round also, where it's like the big boss fight, and at the end of each round you can go to the shop and buy weapons and other equipment to help you, and you gain currency, in-game currency, throughout your playtime, and how much money you make depends on how well you do, how many zombies you kill. It's very similar to Call of Duty in that regard, but it's not Killing Floor that was inspired by Call of Duty. It was actually Call of Duty that was inspired by Killing Floor, because Killing Floor, despite the game coming out in 2009, actually started off as a Unreal Tournament mod in 2005, and all the basic gameplay mechanics and concepts were in the original mod. So Killing Floor was actually one of the first of its kind. There weren't really any other games like it when it came out. But as far as whether or not the game still has any value in 2024, because that's the whole point of this video, is to tell you guys whether or not it's still worth playing, it definitely is. Not only is the player base still very strong 15 years later, you have dozens of servers that you can play on, and it's usually 6-player co-op. That's the whole point of Killing Floor, is it's a 6-player experience, though you can find some servers that support even more than 6 players. You'll be able to find matches with no problem. Sometimes it'll be annoying, though, because you're going to join a match like halfway through, like not from the beginning, but like during round 5 or round 6, round 7. Also, a lot of times, depending on which difficulty mode you want to play on, you might have a hard time finding matches. Like, there are very few people that play on the hardest difficulty. It's usually people who play on beginner or normal, because there's like 6 different difficulty levels. So depending on which one you're most comfortable playing on, you may have a problem with matchmaking. Though I'd say for the most part, there is a strong enough variety, and you know, there's enough people playing where there's various difficulty modes being played at all times, so it's not a constant problem. Still another thing, though, that can be annoying sometimes. Other than that, matchmaking is very easy and not a problem at all. You'll be able to find games very easily, and the maps are, I would say, pretty well made, pretty well designed. They're a lot smaller than the games that I mentioned, Left 4 Dead and Call of Duty and some other zombie experiences, but if you want bigger maps, if you want other maps that are not the vanilla ones, then you can easily download modded content from the Steam Workshop. You can even have endless rounds if you want. If you don't like that it's only 10 rounds, then yeah, this game is really great when it comes to supporting modded content on the Steam Workshop. You don't even need to, because, you know, like with most games, you have to basically download files and try to figure out how to install it, and it's a pain in the ass. But with this, right off the workshop, very easy, very convenient, and I think that is the main reason why I say the game still has some value in 2024. They still charge $20 for it on Steam, which I think is a little pricey, but when it goes on sale, you can get it for like $5 or less. So I would wait for it to go on sale. But I think just because of the sheer amount of content that has been developed for this game over time through mods and all that, that even for $20, it's still a good value just because of how much you get out of the experience. The worst you can say about this game is that the gunplay lacks a certain amount of polish, just because, I mean, it's a game that runs on Unreal 2.5, and it came out in 2009. You can tell by the gameplay that it feels a little off, though. Like, a lot of the time, it has, like, this kind of auto-aim thing going for it, where, like, not only does the movement feel very stiff and outdated, but the gunplay is just kind of weird. where you know that you're not lining up your shots correctly and you really shouldn't be killing anything, but you're still killing all these zombies, and it's just like, okay. Like, yeah, Killing Floor 2, I haven't played it in a very long time, but from what I remember, has a lot more polish and is just the gunplay is way more satisfying, which is a good thing, though. You want the sequel to be better in every way, and Killing Floor 2 certainly is. So if you already have 2, it might feel a little pointless to get the first game if you never had it before, but I still think, yeah, you might as well go for it, because it's nice to just have another Killing Floor game while you're waiting for Killing Floor 3 to come out. And despite its age, it's still going strong, still has a very active community, and it's one of the greatest zombie games of all time. It's still a lot of fun. So yeah, definitely worth playing in 2024.